FrostyMikhail. We are back with more Adventure for the Sun here in Arknights. We're going to start with a story stage, so let's get reading. Gonna need some drinking, some substance for this. It seems that Zubayr broke the window and left on his own. I'll go find him and bring him back. Leave it to the museum paper. You haven't had a proper rest for several days now. The envoy from the city of gold is about to reach my father's territory, and I need every second I can get. Pepe, you and Titi have gone through a lot tidying up the damage to the museum. I suspect there are a few spots Zubayr may be. I'll go check them out right away. Do you know why I didn't want you to lend you Zubayr at first, Pepe? After I got your letter saying you were coming back, I wanted to tell you. 2 months ago I was on a business trip in your father's domain. There I saw that the envoy from the city of gold had already arrived. Your brother's already gone to the city. Eh? You knew, but you never told me. You were so happy in your letter telling me what you found. You even used 20 exclamation marks in a row at one point. I didn't have the heart to tell you. Then why'd you lend him to me? You got me excited over nothing. Oh, dude, this sucks. No. Oh, poor Pepe, man. That sucks. Poor girl. At least now we know why she became our operator instead of being the envoy for the... I forgot the name, but yeah. The Pharaoh, whatever the fuck you want to call it. From the party shot, that's the name of it. No, that's her family. You know what I mean. Fuck it. This is a city of jewels, Pepe. There's just so many gems here that I thought you'd never find the ones you were looking for. I thought you might give up on your own when the time came. But the envoy was supposed to arrive in August, right? Why were they ahead of schedule? Your father wrote a letter requesting they come in advance. So they already decided a long time ago. They just didn't want me to kick up a fuss, so they waited until I was out looking for artifacts of the Shah before sending the kid off to the City of Gold. But he told me he would wait to see my discovery before making his decision. The elders always make their own decisions, Pepe. Nothing we can do about it. Did you see that brat too? Yeah. He must be real happy with himself getting to go to the City of Gold. I don't know how many times we fought in public or in private. I don't think he was particularly happy about it, Pepe. From what I could see, he looked like he's been hiding some sadness this whole time. He called me to the study that day, saying that it was unlikely the two of you would meet again in your lifetimes, and that he hoped that I could pass a few words on to you. What did he say? He said he hopes you will remember his voice. After that he left. He didn't have much luggage on him, and only a portion of it was his. Everything else had to do with you and your father. Damn. Pepe? Ever since I was little, everyone would tell me how becoming the... Yeah, there we go. Shah. That's what I wanted to say. Historian would continue my father's honorable legacy. But honor is usually bought with sacrifice and devotion, and that. Entering the City of Gold and becoming the historian means never leaving ever again, never to see your friends or family. All that comes with you is your scrolls and books. But you really hate being chained to a desk, don't you, Pepe? Yep. I wanted to spend my entire life walking across Sargon free to look for every remnant and vestige left behind by history. But I couldn't do all that because I couldn't let the boy get what he wanted. Is that so tough for you to let your brother get his way that you'd rather be unhappy yourself? Ever since we were little, everyone who saw him would praise him as a quiet yet cool-headed boy. Perfect historian material. I was the only one who knew how bad he was, and that he loved fooling around. Making him sit in front of a table for more than a second was torture for him. Then why did the two of you fight over the position of court historian? Because he didn't want me to go to the City of Gold. He didn't want me stuck there by myself. So I'm kind of the same. I don't want him to be stuck there by himself either. Damn. Yeah, that really sucks. A gem that would bring relief to sore legs after standing for too long? No, I have no need of it. A gem that will cause the other party to apologize of their own accord? Of some use, but also not what I seek. I can sense that the gem is extremely close, but there are far, far too many jewels in this house. Hearing footsteps coming from the corridor, Zubayr immediately hurries back to the huge gilded box to lie down. He senses an attentive gaze falling upon him, yet not a word breaks the silence. He cautiously opens his eyes a sliver and see a sand-colored animal. Oh, this cannot be. The creature jumps into the gilded box, bringing its face right up against Zubayr's mask, as if lightly sniffing him. The saber beast also sticks his head into the box. Mew? Woof? Seems your memory is nearly back to normal. The scent does not lie. You are no fake. Shut it, Woof. How did you two become so small? Aren't we the way we are now because you failed in your duties as a retainer? My duties? If I still looked as I did back there, I'd be carried out to parade every day. How would I have time to help you find your gems then? It's better for all of us the way I am now. Mew, Zubayr has no way of understanding what we're talking about right now. I already warned you of this before he arrived. Never mind, he'll soon understand what we experienced these past 300 years. So they know him from back then, when he was the bodyguard of the Padishah, I guess. Wow. Okay. I thought they were talking animals. Okay. Wolf Color, our new retainer. The hell? The young overseer walks through a near endless hallway to reach Zubayr. A blue foul beast suddenly flies atop the wall of the trading post, prodding at a mechanism inlaid within. Gears mesh together and springs creak, and the foul beast plucks a gemstone out of the safe that just opened. He places the stone on the thick brown piece of velvet on a tray, presenting it to the overseer. His gaze is calm, his gaze is impassioned. I am pleased to meet you, Zubayr Effendi. No, rather long time no see. The stone is one of my weights. In addition to this gem trading post, there are also all the jewels circulating through the Grand Bazaar. I would like to know, Zubayr Effendi, if all these gems together would outweigh the soul of a sinner. The fuck? The door's unlocked. Come in. I said come in, did I not? Is that you, Narantuya? There is no one in the black of night outside, but the rapping on the door continues. Aspasia looks up and sees a construct of the exceedingly ancient make clinging to the top of the door. The gyrating construct beats on a jewels embedded into the door with all speed, shaking it out grains of sand from who knows where. A new form of robbery? As Aspasia stretches out her hand to take it down from its perch, it drops the door ornament it was holding onto the ground. The gem glimmers for a moment in the darkness. Soon after, Aspasia sees the gem, and the construct disappears into the entrance to the sewer. Huh? Jewel snatching away a jewel? Good. Merely gems retrieving their compatriots from the clutches of the excavators. What the hell? Okay. These two are celebrating. To history. To the dead. To our dear Narantuya. Even though she's not here. But she's the one who treated us to all this corrupt juice. I never knew a mummy could be that valuable. How about we go check out the museum storehouse tomorrow to see if we can scrounge up another dead guy? Oh, Ajashi. Ye of Littlefoot. Only looking for the dead in the museum? Can you see the big picture here? We need to go look for dead people outside the museum too. Yeah, you're right. But wouldn't we become officers of the law if we did that? Did you lose something, Ajashi? I feel like you're not your usual self. Yeah, no, definitely hasn't lost anything here. A great bandit like me wouldn't let anything of mine get stolen. Now shut up already and keep drinking. Hey, yo! I thank you, young one. Those metal creations who accompanied me have returned, as has my duty. You and I have gone into the night, awake and alert. Now the sun rises once more. Damn, okay. Well, that was fairly short, so let's continue. Let's see here. Okay, we got a short lane here. We've got a double lane over here. Okay. Good thing we have a lot of tanks. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's go. In the stuffy summer heat, a girl sits at her desk. One hand sorting through a thick stack of reference materials while the other wipes sweat from her forehead. She hears footsteps behind her, but doesn't bother to turn around. They are almost on the desk, but he already knows. Why are you still reading, my dear sister? It's such a fine sunny afternoon, my dear sister. Let's go play outside. You don't plan to sit with your nose in those dusty papyrus scrolls your entire life, do you, my dear sister? I talked to father, my dear sister. He said he would consider making me the historian of Shargate. Being a Padishah isn't so bad, my dear sister, so just give up already. Enough! Stop bothering me, you little pest. She quickly turns her head, but there is nobody behind her. Only the scrolls she tossed at her brother sprawled out on the floor. Aw. Are you there, Pepe? Quick, let me in. I'm here, come on. Come on in. I've been sending you messages on the communicator. Why didn't you respond? I turned it off. I've been looking at books and scrolls all night. What happened? A lot happened last night. Do you seriously not hear a thing hold up in here? Nope, didn't hear peep. You stealing yourself away to work is really... Forget it, I don't even know where to start. Just hear it yourself. Emergencies across multiple districts of Menat. Many metallic humanoid constructs have broken into homes and stolen large quantities of gems. Residents have reported these robberies to the city guard, and the captain assures us that an investigation is currently underway. Metallic humanoid constructs? According to an eyewitness, he saw these metallic constructs breaking out from the museum last night. What? Well, everything I wanted to say, the radio already said. And that says the museum staff followed their tracks and ended up at the Grand Bazaar. Is this Zubayr's doing? We suspect so, but nobody's seen him at all lately. You were in contact with him the longest. Could you help us look for him? Got it. I'll head over right away. What about you and Annette? We're in charge of the museum. We have to find all the artifacts. We're going to head out and have a look for ourselves. If I find anything, I'll let you two know. Be seeing you. Phew. Hold on, we interrupt this program for some breaking news. Residents have noticed the water coming out of their taps is muddy and full of silt. The city guard reports that they have dispatched emergency teams to inspect the city's old underground water pipes. Due to their complexity, this process will take some time. Just what is going on here? Things are getting weird, yo. Someone has already told me the tale of this place. The prosperity of the Grand Bazaar is born upon gems, alongside spikes, spices, silks, and crafts, all flowing through the river of commerce to bestow riches upon this land. The gem trading post and the gems with unusual originium circuits have transformed Nightzmora into a morning star on the crown of sand. Several houses began to turn into sand. People throw open their windows or outside their doors, staring in disbelief at the ancient buildings they have lived in for generations, and then a Zubayr who stands in the middle of the street. But Zubayr pays them no heed. He stoops down and picks up a piece of jewelry from the pooling sands, its gem glinting within the metallic helix structure under the sun. The fresco you mentioned is straight ahead, Zubayr Effendi. My mother's father once told me that the painting depicts the lives of ancient Zargonians and records the birth of Nightzmora. Even if the river dries and the city is buried beneath the sands, it will not fade. Will not fade indeed, just like every gem that has passed your hand and mine. But it's not a dry river nor burial by sand that brought calamity to the city of yore, but a flood that destroyed even the peaks of the grand edifices. What remained of their splendor was eventually buried by the sands, becoming a secret of 1,000 years. Yo. Yup. That is cool. Each rise of the sun and fall of the moons is a tiny repeat of the endless cycle. The brevity of a day and the span of a lifetime. The birth of a new city, the fall of an empire, and mountains to dust are all about all simple repetitions. Effendi, if I may, I believe that while the fresco captures only a fleeting moment from centuries past, its value lies in that this moment will be repeated countless times to its beholders. The Shah ordered this fresco made not to ensure his name would be remembered throughout history. He hoped to leave behind his interpretations of time and life, to serve as a foundation that the people yet to come could imitate. Here did the Shah of past and future build his trove, and so it was that during the long Aslan Wars, which raged after his death, countless Lords Emir coveted this place, until the hellish heat waves from the far south brought a great change to the climate. A devastating flood ensued, toppling walls, diverting rivers, and leaving the land forever scarred. So the people searched the sands for treasures of the trove, but found nothing. Thus they believed it was washed away in the deluge. The treasure hunters of the Lords Emir left, but the artisans and merchants came, establishing a new settlement by the riverside. I have been watchful of all that transpires here. I was ordered to guard the trove. That is my duty. I dwell beneath the sand, fending off miscreants who dared approach for countless moons. As for you, young one, you should know better than any other. The Shah's treasure trove lies beneath this city. Fourth deliver, we go into the night, awake and alert, for duty and obligation. I thank you for returning this gem to me. It has restored more of my memories. The treasure trove started with tens of thousands of skilled craftsmen gathering the then desolate Nightzmora. From majestic labyrinths made of gold to hand, crafted gems inlaid with originium circuits, the artificers created them all and buried them beneath the sands. Later generations mostly believed that after exhausting all of their energies on their work. These artisans were all buried alongside their creations, but in truth some still lived in a secluded village to the southwest of Narantuya, and for generations they guarded the secret of the troll's entrance. It is now your turn to speak, young one. What follows next involves the story of your family. The young overseer shuts his eyes tight, as though drowning in the heavy sands of memory. The tale has been passed down from generation to generation, seared into the mind like the scorching sun above the desert, its heat burning, singeing, and blistering. 300 years ago, an army comprised of the forces of many Lords Emir and Padishahs found that village. They interrogated the villagers on the location of the troll's entrance, cutting the hands of anyone who refused to speak. A Gemwright who had already lost his hands could no longer bear to see more of his kin suffer, so he approached the army and proposed to lead the way. Before the troll, he watched the terrible battle between the army and its guardian unfold. He saw that though the guardian was defeated, the gates would not open without his arts. The furious army cut open the guardian's chest, plundering every gem inlaid within and without his body. Although the Gemwright used every technique he knew to guide his young children in restoring the guardian, he never woke up. After that, a set of scales was set up in the Grand Bazaar of Narantuya. Once an adult, the Gemwright's child buried the guardian, then established a trading post specializing in gems. His descendants have been waiting there ever since. Every generation did all they could to ensure Narantuya's gem trade would become even more prosperous. Jesus. Whether it takes 100 years or 1,000, the day will come when the people scour the lands of Sargon and all the gems will gather in this city once more. And I shall return them to you. The overseer dares not open his eyes as he feels Zubayr's sistrum press upon his chest. Yet visions of centuries passing flash before him in an instant. He witnesses suns rise and moons fall, cities flourish and then crumble, returning to the sands from which they came. Hey! He sees the ancient guardian walking in the boundless desert. That's cool, that's cool. The guardian spreads his arms, basking in the light of the stars, facing eastwards to welcome the sunrise. Feeling watched, the guardian looks down and meets the young overseer's eyes. Under his merciful gaze, the overseer trembles. Hey, okay, alright. We're getting a lot of good art here. He trembles in anticipation of the momentous words the guardian is about to utter. Your family's journey for penitence has been long indeed. You are all free now. It's been quite a while, you two. Many centuries have I forgotten my duty, but now I return to the mortal realm. I, alongside the city, shall make up for the time we have squandered. But at the same time, I have a request, and I hope the two of you will agree to see it through. If that Nightzmora truly is the descendant of Carandu Kagan, then I will honor the Shah's promise and open the trove for her. Interesting. So she owes something to Narantuya's family. Very interesting. Now we got some lore here. This, okay. Wolf aid me in ascertaining her lineage. Leave it to me. I must put it to the test as well. If she is ultimately incapable of completing her kicking quest, she will never be considered a true Nightzmora. No matter what may come, make sure she takes that step. I understand. Do I have to go as well? I never thought those Nightzmora were any good. There are too many drunks among them, spilling their drinks all over the place. I don't feel like having to lick my fur clean again. No, Mio, I need you to aid me with another matter. Out with it, young one. After I sank into slumber, the Shah's treasure trove suffered heavy damage at dereliction of my duty. I must admit that even with the constructs at my side, my strength would not be enough to hold back the combined armies of the Lords Emir and the Padishahs. Just tell me your decision. I'll get it done for you like I always do. I met a girl. I believe she can help me. Following the footsteps of the Shah, she has found one of my lost gems. If not for her, I would have not awakened. Oh, you mean that kid? I've seen her. Seemed like a good egg. Motivated, lively. Too bad she's a little too stubborn. Reminds me of her. Indeed, after searching through my memories, the girl's conduct and demeanor feel rather familiar. She reminds me of my elder sister when we walked down the streets of the City of Gold. She could tell me the origin of every brick and tile. She was especially fascinated by the things of yore. What do you want me to do with the girl, Zubayr? I need a companion, one who will await the Shah's return alongside me. Help me confirm if she's worthy me. If that's your wish, Zubayr, then I shall go. Wow, so he got the 4th gem from Lazvar. Interesting. Whispers of the past. Yeah, this event is getting interesting now. We're getting a lot of lore. Look at the snakes. No suffering. Scattering crystals on surrounding tiles upon death. Actually. You know what? Let's do it.
You need me to, I'll wreck this place without hesitation.
Oh, you fuck.
Requesting that the structure stable.
Yeah, that was close.
Nothing to worry about.
Put her here so she faces the right way. There we go. Statue left. Huh? Okay. I will show up here. Get fucked, idiot. Oh, that's funny. I think our boy can hold that lane on his own, so yeah, maybe we'll put her down here.
The structure is stable and sound. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah. I realized I haven't used her yet. Oh, that skin looks amazing. That is a freaking amazing skin, dude. There we go. You're dead, motherfucker, you fucking amateur. Yeah, nice try. Look at all the snakes, bro. Damn. Where the fuck are you going? There we go. Die. Yeah, you're not going anywhere, bruh. You're dead. What does that do? most likely to be turned by enemies. Okay. So it's a distraction thingy like... oh, yeah. From Nightingale. Yeah. That makes sense. I forgot they changed the skin for her. Summons too. That's so cool, dude. Alright, let's get done with this. Yeah, get out of my face, bro. There we go. Ah, that was good.
100年経ってもきっと誰かがこの火山に目を向けているはずですよね。
Oh, that was pretty good. I guess we're done here. Well, thank you for watching, comrades. That was a pretty cool reveal there. I had no idea Zubayr had a deal with Narantuya's family. That's cool. Very cool indeed. And now he has 4 gems. He only needs the last one, so that's interesting. Gonna be cool to see what he does at the end. Anyway, yeah. If you like the story and the video, I guess in general, please do like, comrades, and let me hear your thoughts on the story down below in the comments. Always fun to read. And if you like what you saw and you want to see more, please do subscribe, comrades, to follow whatever else and this. I might upload more in the future, you know. So yeah, I always appreciate it. So I guess we're done here. Have a good one, comrades. I will see you very soon once again. До свидания.